What's up, everybody? My name is Ron Empire, and welcome to my channel. Alright, so welcome back, everybody. Now we are looking at doing a no trading run. It's called Bandit Camp. The world modifier here is Bandit Camp. Traders are afraid and will not visit this area. Neither trading nor trade routes are available. We also have Overgrown Library right next to it, which allows us a free blueprint choice. We can choose anything we want. It's not a free extra blueprint, but the first blueprint you choose is a wild card, so you can choose whatever the hell you want. Unlimited choices. And then the one after that will be based on the regular rule. Choose from one of the two. This is nice and handy. And then the question that was asked, is there any link to the DLC news? Well, no link to the DLC news because you are getting special inside information from my channel only, because I have direct access to talking with the developers and getting some leaks. I like to get information that I can leak from the developers, and that really helps my channel. It helps, people tune in. They are more than happy to give me leaks. So the scoop here is that the next update, I asked if 1.4 is a possibility before the DLC, or if it's going to just be straight DLC from here on out as the next update. So the response was that it might be that we're going to get a 1.4 update. Because the roadmap doesn't say if there's going to be a 1.4. It basically said 1.3 and then DLC. So developers said they are still working on a few things, but it looks like there may be a 1.4 update. There is a chance that there will be a 1.4 up before DLC. But it's too early for them to confirm, so that's why it's not official news. This is, leaks, rumors. It may or may not happen, but it looks like there is a 1.4, at least from what they're seeing right now. But if they manage to figure it out and squeeze it into the DLC, then yeah, fine. It'll probably be a DLC first then. Alright, so the other question I asked about the DLC related, they do not plan on advanced access pre-purchase option, because I had suggested that they should still do like an early access DLC, so people would still pay for the DLC and then get early access to it and then try to do the experimental testing and everything related to DLC until they're happy with it and release it, because Auction Not Included, Clay did this, right? The developers of Auction Not Included, they actually had the spaced out DLC for Auction Not Included as an early access. People paid to play it, but it was in development, and it did not get released until like a year and a half or almost 2 years later. So DLC Auction Not Included was a thing, and a lot of things have changed actually during the early access period of Auction Not Included spaced out DLC. I suggested that as something they should try, because at least you don't get hammered with any negative reviews, or people can at least try it out, help you evolve it into something that everyone's happy with, and then release it. Because there's too many games right now that releases their product and not go early access, and then by the time they release it, it's pretty shitty. It's all like in a state of early access anyways. Take Goblin Stone, for example, right? Perfect example. They should have done early access. They could have avoided all those negative reviews, because it's still bugged right now. They still need to test it. They still need to fix it, right? So my recommendation is some sort of testing before selling. And then, so he said, we don't plan to do one of these advanced access pre-purchase options, but you are right that we need to figure out the best way to let some players, at least content creators, get access to it early. I guess it will be a regular practice of setting keys in advance. Okay, so on top of that, later on at some point, he responded, because I asked him if there's any new information. He said there's a lot of design and brainstorming in the background, working hard, happening behind the curtains related to DLC. is still it will still take some time before we have something we'd share with the public, right? Besides the leak right now. So there's nothing concrete other than what I'm leaking to you. We plan to organize, so here's the bit of news that you want to know, right? We do plan to organize open experimental testing, as the DLC will require some significant changes to the core version, fit new species. So most likely, you guys are going to get free access to the DLC in the form of experimental testing. And, you know, like the last update, 1.3, they didn't actually give us everything. There was actually stuff they were holding back. And the only certain things they care to test did they release it into the experimental testing, like the species hub. And then the hub point change, right? The Kelpie, River Kelpie was actually in the last update, but they didn't roll that out to experimental. So that is something that they're probably going to do. Experimental testing with DLC to the core version to fit new species. So the way this is written, when they said to fit new species, it does sound like there's going to be more than one. Don't quote me on this. This is pure speculation. I'm just reading through the comment or the reply that he gave me, and all that comes with it: buildings, goods, and needs. Right. So there may be more than one species, but I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm just reading. I'm just speculating at this point, which could make sense. Aquin had said something about the Queen Hand's trial at the ending. You do see more than one species. You did see the platypus or whatever it is, and the frog. So it could be those. Alright, so that is the news that I have to share with you guys. And now we are back and trying to do the Bandit Camp Overgrown Library. And this is on Coral Force. We're going to take the top row because this is really good for Fox, right? Having planks, having crystal bars, right? We'll have some clay too, which is nice. We have 10 points to play with. I'm going to take more wood. It's always good to have. Since we cannot trade, no trading. We're going to need money. How are we going to, you know, pay for opening glades, right? So we definitely need money. Then there's 4 points left, right? Do I bring that with me, or do I just take food? 5, 6, 7, 10. All right, well it's gonna be food then. 2, 3. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Guess I'll just take it. Farm is too expensive. I mean, that's not bad. If I want to get pickled goods in. And we can't buy it off of whoever, right? Pickled goods in. Viewers. Biscuits, right? I have to give up stuff, though. Give up anything. I mean, that is a lot of planks, though. I don't mind having a lot of planks. If I take that, it'll save me money. Or it'll save me a blueprint. I know I'm eventually gonna need it. Alright, I'll take it. Cut into my supply. 1 point. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I mean, veggies is good, right? 7. Alright, I'm happy with these choices. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different food items. We got extra wood. Bringing the plantation. 4 points is not a bad deal. We'll need the berries. Some amber to pay for the glades. Opening. Extra people, because we want to hit that 8 people count. We are on Bandit Camp and Overgrown Library. Sparkier Jones? Yes. You are welcome. A quick question. Why is kiln building so good? Well, kiln building is very good because you can save yourself fuel. You can also have better bricks. You can also get a cheaper input requirement for jerkies. And it's also a very good building to give if you happen to have lizards. Resolve bonus. It's a 3-slot building as well. Alright, so what is this? Aurora. What is this? Services. Terrible. Not gonna use. Mining. -10. I see. Thanks. Yep. Faint flame. As resources sacrifice hearth, it burns 40% quicker. A 40% amount is consuming double of food during a break. Okay, that brings it up to 100%, right, with this. Chance of consuming double 100. Alright, they need to change the wording on this to say chance of consuming extra amount of food during break. The way this is worded is that it says double, but once you're already at 100%, you go over more, chance of consuming more, right? It's not actually a quadruple. It's not double on a double. You don't get the double twice. So, it's chance of consuming extra amount of food during break. Yeah, see? This puts it at 150 with this. And so the wording here is chance of consuming double the amount of food during a break. Not be the case. Unless they cap it where you can only get more than double, right? I think that needs to be adjusted in terms of wording. Let me see if I can post this shot here. Bug report. It's not double, per se. Full snap. Okay. Full snap. Downpour. Okay, so chance to consume double. Extra. Modifier 50. Cent. Over 100. Double or triple? Or is it flat out capped at double? Alright, so if it's capped at eating double, and that extra 50% doesn't matter, then they really should frame it like that. If case, that's a double. Okay. Hopefully that will get clarified and fixed. Continue. Put the humans on this. What is my first building, guys? What do I want for my first building? Beanery or kiln? I mean, beanery is probably the best choice, right? Forage out more. And kiln is not a bad choice either, because bricks are better, right? We're gonna need it. Considering that I don't have any bricks on the map. Red is basically the only stones I'm getting, aside from the 20% clay, right? We did actually bring clay. I think that is the best bet. I also get pickle good. I guess workshop is a good choice, right? Gassy Fawn, welcome back. Welcome back. No workshop. That is not an instant pick. Not an instant. Or the other alternative is to get the farming. The soil, right? Because we will have no way to sustain the yeah, we'll have no way to sustain the porridge unless we get farming. I don't know. I'm blanking. My option is just get the farm now. We can't rely on the trader showing up to buy it from him. That's not an option. I mean, the beanery is very good because we'll save a whole lot. What is 42 divided by 4? Get about like 10. 10 batches. Minimum, right? Potentially 20 batches. With my current situation. We have like 10 veggie or 10 forage eaters, right? What are the DLC news? Oh my god, I just gave like a 20-30 minute message mentioning of it. Carlito, just watch the beginning of today's stream. I actually talk about it within the first 20 minutes of starting. You have to probably skip past the 11-minute late start. Farm sounds good. Makes every food as an option later on. Yeah, I mean, normally I wouldn't take the farm only because I can at least buy it, or it might show up. But I should just guarantee myself, because technically, if the first roll was farming something else, I would have picked the farm, right? I think I should just take the farm rather than waiting around for it. Alright, so the furnace gives me the brick problem. I can make pie now. Now we have everything we need. I mean, it's not ideal to have the shitty cooking building, but it does make something. Having the option does make sense. Alright, I'm gonna take all. Doing. Flame amulet, huh? Or every time I pop something, I get clay and reed. Me being brick starved. Might be a thing, I don't know yet. Clay is not bad to have. I'm gonna pop this, I'm gonna pop this. Flame amulet reduces it by half. I'll take a look. Hostility is... Alright, can we get lucky? Get another... per minute thing. No. Is this? Talbot's too risky. Talbot's just way too risky. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. That gets me something to solve events with. Ah, perfect. I got 7 minutes to do it. That gets me green. One. There you go, getting there. Happy humans? Yes, happy humans. All the forager. Okay, we got it right. This? Oh wait. What? Oh. Could use the extra people. Alright, what do you got for me? Real? Or... Well... Considering we're on the 404, and having a tinker is not bad, because actually get shit done. The other hand, skewers, that is the best skewers in the game. Alright, I'm gonna go with the right, because the tinker, if I need to have a solvable thingy, that's gonna come in here. Tools is gonna come in handy. Or fighting gears. Come on, lady. We got wheat. In the pipelines. It'll be slow, though. Almost there. 5 per minute. We can't get anything for the first 2 minutes. Need furnace to be able to make all the tinker. Not the problem right now. Sure. Should be able to get another batch in. 2 batches. 2 batches. That certainly saved us. Oh, right. No trading, so that's why there's no trade post. They made it so that the trade post cannot be built now. It used to be that you can build the trade post with the no trading thingy. The Bandit Camp thingy. That's not a thing anymore. What you got? Harpies. Harpies. Should not be there. Yeah, it should. Hey, Chris. Chris, what's going on? Kai Kurisura. Oh my god. Name is so hard to pronounce. Kai Kurisuka Itayayo. Hey Ron, do you have anything to share from Disneyland? Maybe share pictures in Discord if you took any. I did not take any. My sister did. I asked you to spell Tayo. Tayo. Alright. Pronounce it, right? I'll pronounce it as Tayo. Or Tayo. Tayo, right? Tayo. How's that? Is that correct? Tayo. Am I pronounced Tayo, alright? It's not Thai. Thai. Tayo. Thank you for that. And no, the only thing I have to share is that I went to the Galaxy. Ooh. Pick. The Star Wars Galaxy ride was actually really good. Rise of the Resistance. It's a 15-minute experience. the wait time was like an hour and something, hour and a half to 2 hours. The funny thing is, the ride actually broke down. It breaks down quite frequently, what I heard. So everyone gets ejected from the ride, basically. Everyone is told to exit out through the back door. And then they give you, like, the lightning pass so you can actually come back in, skipping the line. Yeah, people say Disneyland getting more and more expensive. It was expensive, yes. I live in California, though, so it's not as bad. Because I get the California discount. Green water, right? Deliver green water. Opposed to eating. We'll do that. Okay. If I want harpies, I don't like having to lug around coats all the time, and I can't even sell it. This is the one that makes the most. Yeah, it was actually, you know, fun. For the most, I've already done most of the rides at least twice before Tuesday. So I skipped out on a lot of the rides because I knew that I was gonna get sick. Motion sickness, of course. Was there any Stormtrooper patrols? Okay, well, there wasn't a Stormtrooper patrol, but actually the ride itself, and I'll tell you about the ride and how I thought it was really cool. I actually was impressed. I did get slight motion sickness towards the end because it was unexpected. There was an unexpected drop. Spoilers alert if you guys don't want to know anything about the ride, and ride it for yourself. But I highly recommend listening to this, because then you'll know what to expect, whether it's worth it for you or not. So the ride, like I said, is about an hour and a half. It's the most popular ride. A lot of people online, everyone's saying this ride is the best ride in Disneyland. I went to California Adventures on Tuesday, and then Disneyland yesterday. And California Adventures basically includes the Avengers Campus theme park rides, or whatever it is. Adventureland was actually very small. So if you're buying a ticket, don't just buy a ticket for Adventure or California Adventurelands. You're not going to get your money's worth, I can tell you that much. So I would recommend getting a 2-day pass, or whatever pass that gets you both parks at the same time. Disneyland is much bigger. If you've never been to Disneyland, then yeah, it's definitely worth the price. It is very huge. The Star Wars Galaxy is a huge extension to the Disneyland parks itself. Like, we didn't even get to do the entire Disneyland yesterday, but my family has already done Disney World a couple of times, and they just don't care for the rest of the rides at Disneyland. They wanted to experience things that they have not seen at Disney World. And so Star Wars Galaxy is not available anywhere else. So FYI, if you go to Disneyland, definitely go on the Star Wars Galaxy area. I really enjoyed it because the experience that I got, I was really amazed and blown away by the atmosphere. Like, once you go in there, you definitely feel like you're in some Star Wars set, universe, or whatever it is, right? The market, just some of the stalls, the feeling of everybody, the vibe, the clothing of all the vendors. They definitely all felt like they were from a Star Wars thing. Star Wars universe or whatever. One of those planets or whatnot, right? And then the ride. Okay, so here's a spoiler about the ride. It is a 15-minute experience. I didn't know that. The first time around, I was gonna skip it, and then everyone else was saying, like, "Oh, it's really good," because, like, you know, I went through the line, and normally when I get to the end of the ride, at the end, at the end of the line, I will usually skip to the exit. And the only reason is I just wanted to hang out with my family waiting in line with them, right? But as I got to the end, I normally skip the ride, just go straight to the exit and wait till I get off, right? But I've heard that it was really fun. It was a 15-minute ride, so the time frame that you wait for it is actually worth it. Because most of these other rides is like an hour and a half wait, and then you only get like a 2 or 3 minute experience. You go on the ride and bam, you're done, right? That's a waste. And so what's great about the Stormtrooper, or Rise of Resistance, was you walk in, and they close the door behind you. Secret meeting. Rhea is like in a hologram, like literally a hologram projection, and you can see her talk and everything. And she's telling you stuff, and she's recruiting you to the Resistance, and she's like, oh, don't give away the secrets to the Rebel location. That's a little story, you know, for the whole ride experience. And then you get on the shuttle, whatever it is. They simulate to make it look like you're getting on a shuttle. You know, with all the characters in the cast from like the Force of Awakens is actually in this. And so you get on the shuttle, whatever it is, you know, and then the shuttle takes off, and suddenly, like, you know, the First Order somehow manages to capture you out in space, and then the door opens, and then, wow, like, you're literally on a ship, on the Imperial ship, and when they opened up, like, it was so big, so many stormtroopers were, like, there, and they actually had cast members that open it up, and these, like, Imperial officers are like, okay, you've been detained and all this shit, and we're gonna interrogate you, and then they all escort you through the entire Imperial ship hallways and everything. It was really huge. I was like, oh my god, this really felt like I was on the Imperial fleet, or ship, or whatever, right? And then they took us to, like, a holding cell and everything. That was crazy. And then they had, like, this thing where they were interrogating us and all that stuff at the top of the screen. And then people were, like, turning towards the right side. And I was like, why are they all turning towards the wall? It's like a wall. I'm waiting for the front door to open, right? And then the wall started opening from the side. The Rebel cut me open to break me out and everything. I saw this glow cutting, and the wall really started moving outward, and then it opened up. And then they had an actor guy come out who was a Rebel. He's like, hey, we're breaking you out, or whatever it is, right? And then you hop on, like, some droid cart, and you're just basically moving around. It was definitely worth the 15-minute experience. And then, I don't want to give any more spoilers after that, but the general gist of it was that it was very fun, and a lot of people said they enjoyed it, and they went on it multiple times. So yes, it was worth it. I think that was definitely the best ride in the entire park. But it did break down a lot. So what happened was, okay, so the droid tram that you get on, that the escape droid cart, that there was a droid that drives this cart, that got reprogrammed. It's basically a one of those vacuum Roombas, right? And so the cart is made by, is basically you're on a cart, and underneath that cart is a Roomba, basically controlled like how it is, where it just moves around the ship, the Imperial ship. And there's no rails. It's like, it's either remote controlled or it's a Roomba. And so I think it broke down on many occasions because people drop stuff on the floor. And so when you drop stuff on the floor, it detects it, and so it stops. Because there's a bunch of other carts also moving around the same room, and it tries to not collide with the other carts, and it's just... there was no pattern to how it was moving, right? I was expecting, like, hey, it was every cart was going to follow a certain pattern. It was not. It was just everybody moving around like on a vacuum cleaner, until eventually there was enough room for everyone for all the carts to move out. And so I can see why it breaks down a lot, and I don't know why they didn't think about that. And they probably should have rails or whatever. But it was still fun. Yeah, it does suck, though, where the ride would stop, literally stop, and then they told everyone to leave and come back and was down for like an hour or two because they were trying to figure out what the problem was. Alright, what do I want to do here? Do I want to break through this? I don't have to, right? Alright, so we've got jerky meat. I heard the first pass isn't even worth it anymore. The first pass? What first pass? The California Adventure Pass stopped getting wore those codes. Oh shit. Thank you for that. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, you are correct. Thank you for reminding me. That was such a waste of coat usage. Stop wearing the coats, right? Yeah. Totally forgot to turn that off. But then again, we are on a map that has bars. We may not need it. But we might need it for some event. Not event, but some order that says have 12 people be happy or some shit like that. Yeah, I asked a question because I wanted to know your experience, but I've also seen the short. What is the short about? I can't see the link. What is the short about? It's about stormtroopers in Disneyland. Oh. That is the break point. On here, RP. Eat your shit. Alright, well, let's see. What do we want? Now that we have harpies, we want a brickyard or a beanery. Sorry, a kiln or a beanery. Or smokehouse. Best choice. Well, okay, so what about the stormtroopers in Disneyland? Were they just roaming around Disneyland, or was it actors? Are they like theme park goers? that short good or a bad short? What is that short about? I'm gonna need to bust through this. The other one. Why are you upset? You're hungry. This one needs bricks. Rude word. But overall, I was a little bit more impressed with the new changes at the Disneyland park. Since I've been there before, it's like I've always been like disappointed. But yeah, this time around it's not bad. I was more disappointed actually with the California Adventure. I actually thought it was gonna be better. It was really silly. Thanks.
Yeah. Kalau lah. Kalau kilo.
Grain delivery line. Left. Don't have a tap. Don't have a kiln. Well, I was gonna get a kiln. That was gonna be one of my choices.
Yeah. Kalau lah.
Don't be. Oh, carpenter.
Solila.
How's it? Okay. Okay. Sure. Thought you. 5 and 2.
Venga, Coli.
I'll pay for it. 10. 7, 8, 9. Right. I'll put the... Should be fine. Alright, so...
Déjalo ir.
Oh, this guy is... I'm on a coffee break. We got hypnotized. Carpenter. Oh. Wow, guys. Had I gotten that workshop at the beginning of the game, right? Look how useless the workshop is now. Workshop. How useless. Workshop. We got Carpenter already. We've got Weaver. We've got Furnace. Workshop, right?
Así acá.
That guy's been charmed. Oh my god, all of my cooks are charmed. Cooks are charmed. Lucky Charms. Oh, this is year 3. Shit, this is year 3. Shit, this is... What am I gonna do? Probably shouldn't have piped them. Oh, 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 shit.
Hira.
Oh, shit. We're gonna lose people. We're gonna lose people. We're definitely gonna lose people.
Hira.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We're gonna lose people. We're definitely gonna... No, oh my god. Forgot to build the blight post. We're gonna lose. Definitely gonna. Brace yourself. Not gonna even. Okay. Okay. Be expected. Farming go. Want the.
Akiala.
Oh, we're gonna lose more people. Oh no! More people. More people. RPs.
Topoli.
Okay. Not really. Alright, doesn't matter. We can't do anything about that. The worst is over, right? Survivor bonding, I'll take. Hmm. Alright, we need more. Alright, let me turn this off. Too many jerkies. Not a lot. Fine with me. Carpenter is spinning. Hey Hashi, have you or are you watching Ron's YouTube guide? They will really help you as a newbie go against the storm. Yeah, you Hashi, you should thank you for reminding me that, or reminding him, young and old. You definitely should watch the my YouTube channel, because then that will help you. A lot of the questions that you're asking, I've already covered in my earlier series. But I don't mind answering them again for those that's just tuning in live right now. I highly recommend checking out the channel. Exclamation mark YouTube. The link is also on my about page. I prefer watching live, but I found Ron through YouTube. Oh, you found me through YouTube. Okay. Any plans on playing Manor Lords again? New patch available? Yes, I need to. I should be playing that. Because the Hooded Horse asked me directly to play it and check it out to see if I'm still having the problem. Because I did report the market bug first. They were all saying, hey, you're the first person who's reported this market bug problem with apples. Everyone was calling me crazy, telling me how, like, I'm a bad player, I don't understand the game mechanics. No, it's because I actually got so super efficient at playing the game. The reverse problem was I discovered the bug because eventually I got so good at upgrading my town. And so here's what happened to the bug. So I started noticing on my last 2 runs that the apples were not getting delivered, right? And that was because the bug right now is that food production buildings, food production homes, veggies and apples, they will not deliver all their shit until their internal storage was maxed out. because I was so efficient at leveling my level 1 Burgage plot to level 3, I kept increasing their storage capacity super fast. So it was like 200 something plus storage capacity. And having multiple apple homes and veggie homes, it was starting to get noticeable in the veggies towards the end, right? But the apples was a huge problem because they were stocking up on apples and not delivering it to the market. They wouldn't share it to the rest of the village. They were hoarding apples, yet they weren't eating the apples. So the bug basically said that apples or any food production building would not get shared with the village unless their capacity was full. And most people have like a small capacity, like 25 or 50, right? So you 25, 50 apples, and yeah, boom, it gets shared. But when you're up to like 200 plus or 210 storage capacity, it's going to take years for that to fill up. And that's why I was noticing, like, holy shit, why am I piling up 300 plus apples and no one is eating apples, right? And then they were complaining about how their food need were not met because when you're at level 3, you need 4 food needs. So I was not crazy. One of the hooded horse rep was like, well, "You're the first person that's reported this," and he was trying to pass it off initially as I might be wrong, that I don't understand the game mechanics or something. All right, everyone else is like that too. It's like, look, I've been playing this for like 4 weeks now. Sure, the first 3 weeks, I managed to get 100% approval rating. No one was pissed. Everything was distributed. That was because I didn't level up to level 3 during those time frames fast. How dare him, right? Exactly. And now the truth has come out that the market stall, the whole delivering apples to the granary was bugged, which we found. And I got these dumb trolls on their bug on their Discord, right? These guys are like, "Oh, user error," like, "Oh, you don't understand market. Did you do this? Did you do that?" I'm like, dude, I did everything. I write guides, or I make video guides for this shit. I know the game mechanics in and out. So this is a bug. When I'm telling you it's a bug, it's a fucking bug. Stop telling me that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I've been testing it every freaking which way, and I was irritated by all these, like, trolls who want to defend the game, saying that, oh, I don't understand the game, right? It literally is a fucking bug. Seriously. And the guy was repeating shit, like, I know this. It was like telling me strategies that I tell you guys. I'm like, I know this. I know how markets work. I know the distance problem, right? I know who delivers shit to the market. And I also know who puts the shit on the market stalls, right? And I literally had dedicated warehouses for apples. Like, I put workers that live in those apple homes to the granary that is dedicated to apples, right? And yet the guy kept going on and on about, how I'm doing something wrong. Idiot. There's always somebody, some dumb troll, who doesn't understand the problem. And just because, here's the thing, just because you did not experience the bug yourself does not mean that there is not a bug. That's the takeaway. Just because you did not experience the bug does not mean there is no bug in the game. Well, glad the developers at least, it would have made a lot. It would have helped a lot if the developer actually wrote through and acknowledged, says, yes, I acknowledge this, check. So that people will stop reporting the stupid bug. Like, the developer is only one guy. But seriously, he needs to communicate more to say, yes, this is a bug. We're aware of it, right? Every other game developer says, oh, we're aware of this bug. Known issues. Stop reporting this shit, right? We know about it. It's getting a fix in the next patch. That's something that he needs to be more communicative of. So that way, you don't get, like, a large fuzzy confusion, right? Because people kept reporting saying, we're having some issues with market. And everyone else is like, oh, it's a bug, it's a bug. And then everybody else who claims, oh, it's a user problem, right? And trying to put it on all these other people reporting the problem, and that does not help. The moment you found the bug, developer, you need to tell the rest of the community, yes, that bug exists. I will fix it. That gets less confusion, less bug reports, right? And less people in your community. Like, the admins or moderators of their Discord should be aware of, yes, this is a known bug. We're closing the thread so that there's no more arguments, no more discussion on the bug. Oh dear, I did put a comment on your YouTube page last about upgrading the 10s. Yes, you remember that, right? The loyalty. And I actually replied to you and I said, hey, that is also somewhat of a bug. They don't want you to upgrade that, apparently. They don't want you to upgrade that, and I circumvented upgrading because I clicked on the upgrade, so I actually found the original bug associated to upgrading the work camp prior to the release. I actually reported it in the Hooded Horse channel. I was one of the within the top 10 people who mentioned that, hey, I got a crash with upgrading the work camp. And later, the same rep, or some rep in the Hooded Horse channel, because I actually said that, hey, you know, you could hit the upgrade, and then cancel or pause or delete it, right? Because it does work at the start of the game. It only worked, it only bugged out on a starved town region. That's how I found the bug in the first place. And some other Hooded Horse rep was telling me, oh yeah, you know, did you know there's a bug that could cause crashes if you upgrade the work? I'm like, who else reported it? It was me! Jesus Christ, I reported that bug. He's like, oh, there's a possible bug associated to that, right? Oh my god. They need to be more organized, right? Yeah, I'm like, just because I said that, yes, you can do this upgrade at the start of the game, and the reason I did that was because I wanted to get rid of the homeless camp. It does not provide any value at the start of the game. It took up space, and the strategy was to do it. But then they put in their little FAQ, don't upgrade the work camp. And now they're just basically removing that feature altogether, so you can't upgrade it. I wish some of these people would follow up and keep track of who reported their bugs. You know, I guess it's hard for them to realize the guy who basically reported the bug is telling you what to do. And then saying, oh yeah, it was a bug. I'm like, of course I know it's a bug. I reported it. But anyways, going off on Manor Lords. On a Discord channel. On a Against the Storm run. Definitely need to turn notes. I'm gonna use that. Okay, so 2 more guys, right? Guys. I put in so many hours. You think they might listen? Yeah, you know, funny thing is, okay, according to Twitch metrics, if you go to twitchmetrics.net, Twitch metrics. And I looked this up just yesterday because I was like, oh, hey, you know, I don't go there as often as I used to, but apparently I'm the number 14 or 13 most watched English-speaking Manor Lord streamer. 14. And considering how Manor Lord's channel got flooded with like thousands of content creators, and everyone and their mom was streaming, you know, Manor Lords, my tiny little channel is 14, it's actually 42 out of all the languages, right? And I don't even stream Manor Lord that much, right? I know, right? If I was streaming Manor Lord every freaking day since I got the press release key, I probably would have been number 1. Like I used to be when I was streaming Against the Storm religiously every day. But yeah, congratulations, thank you. And I didn't even get a freaking helmet, right? Not that I want one, because I don't stream with my face on cam, so it would be a waste to give it to me. But they did a marketing campaign giving out these dumb helmets, and they didn't even send me one. Sad face. I should have been at least asked if I wanted one. You know, considering that how much I helped them with bug reporting. Mm-hmm. I used to do this for a living. I was hired to fix bugs. Literally, code-wise. After I'd gotten out of college, went and worked for the government job. I ditched the government job. Half a year later, worked at the game company, massive multi-game company, doing maintenance, bug maintenance. And I tracked down bugs and fixed them. They should compensate you for picking up all their errors, right? But yeah, I used to do this stuff for a living. Literally coding-wise, not just testing. We actually, our company had another group that does the testing, internal testing, beta testers. I might have told the story once before, where the company had like a test bay, and they hired like a bunch of teenagers. That's all they do. They just play the games, test it, verify bugs that the community reports on the forums. And then the community manager comes to the developers, programmers, me, says, hey, here's a list of all the bugs. And then I would track every one of those down, try to figure out where they're at, and fix them, and then check it off. Right? Don't need 14. I'll leave it.
Yeah.
Bricks. Oh, it's one. Axe, Firekeeper. Ooh. Alright, so 5 on the left, 4 on the right. Got them. That one I don't got. Doesn't mean I... In 10 minutes? It's not gonna be feasible in 10. I do need flour. Or, well, ale. Crops, right? Pack of crops, yeah. Now the question is, do I want to this or I have a tinker. Or we'll try and see if this will work out.
Bellula. Juli.
Alright, well. Roll. Rattle roll. Not diligent. Eight minutes to give tons of... Hell on. Don't have blue water. Alright, Ron, thanks for the chat. It's midnight here. Yeah, have a great evening, young and old. Appreciate that. But yeah, I will probably play Manor Lords right after the... I know I started stream a little late today. Got 5 minutes to spit out the packs. Should have just gone slow on it. Now I don't get the proc chance. $18, $19, $20. 1 minute. That's it, right? Yeah. What about this? Easy peasy. A level 2 neighborhood. Low fuel. What you want? What do you got? Go with this. E is not bad. Take this one. Best crop make.
Kalau ala.
Hmm. Okay, that should be...
Telorin.
Now we want to get Harpy home. What, stone cutters? Alright, let's do the stone cutters. What else? Well, before I do the stone cutters, that one. That would have helped me a long time. Blah, 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 blah. What do I do? Let's do harmony. Five is 40. Next year is yours. Need the harmony knocked out of the way first. Oh, bad idea. Bad idea. No, that was fine. It's not bad. Perfectly. Working. Wood. Bricks. Red switch. Trader come. Hidden from the queen. I kill off people. Hearth is being corrupted. Resource within its captains. We're gonna skip a year. Wood, Rex. Harmony. 5 piece of bricks. Okay, we'll get 2 in. Nope, not more. Three. One more. We should. Go gadget, go! Hurry. Go. Smokehouse, yes. Smoke it up. Right away. Jesus Christ, for just. you are... We're fucked again, huh? Well, it's a good thing we have the Firekeeper's armor. Firekeeper's armor is saving us. For that. Yep, Firekeeper's armor. Alright. Low fuel. Care of it. Crops. Water. Goats. Overhead. Biscuit. Have a supply. Six, right? Right. We don't need the grain thing anymore. We have so much of that. Yeah, foxes just switched to 25. Brutal, I know. I know. Terrible. Can't do anything about it. Beanery. Need homes. Need more wood. We'll just do tinkery. What is that, 15? Need for biscuits? That's you. How many of them? Trade good. Abraham. 4 people. Four people. Pickle goods will help the foxes. $28 people exact. You're in. Okay, we have lots of... Humans need... Harpies need notes from... Let them have... Should be able to get it. Moving along. 7. Got 14. How many foxes are unaffected? Harpies. Okay, so wait. Fox is 11. Where are you? So sorry. Humans. Harpy lover. Package rip. You to make. Alright, so 2 points.
Telorin. Velola.
Low on fuel. Trapper's got nothing. Alright, so we just need humans. Trade goods, we need... Didn't need upgrades. Didn't need... Or it's gonna be another 9 maybe, I don't know. Got for Right? Right? We have tea? I don't think we have tea. Screwed up on not having. We have scrolls. Floor's Lodge should work. Prayer book. Beer, yeah. Need wood. Bricks. Rolls.
Soleil Charlie. Beltola.
Great Tulas. Tulas. Five, 6, 7, 9 on the right, 6 on the left. Six on the left.
Telorin. Beltola.
We win this year.
Hirohiloui.
No, can we win this year? Need bricks. Definitely need. Bricks is the red squiggly. See. Boxes should get there. Hello. Humans are done. +3 on Armin. Is this? Please, for switch back. Just switch back to the housing. I haven't. How do we not have enough fuel? Or we gotta make the press here. Shit. Not win. I don't mind losing people. Shit, I can't get there. Biscuit. Full wing. Fighting. Oh no. Oh my god, it's gonna be another 9 win. Terrible. I want people to die now. That reduces me. Yeah, it's gonna be enough. Terrible, terrible. Only I got in the homes fast. Biscuits need. Fuck. Terrible. I just need to eat the biscuit. Oh, terrible. Terrible. Could have been 8 though. That could have been better had I paid attention. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, Stormbirds. Yeah. I have to. Wow, the corrosive torrent. Oh no. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll do this, and we'll do corrosive torrent. That's fine. Friday, right? $5 o'clock. I'm thinking. Do I want to do this, or do I want to do against, or sorry, not against storm? Mana Lords, right? Yeah, let's do Mana Lord. Okay. Alright, so this is a good stopping point here. Quick break, and then we will do Mana Lords.